like writing songs with you.
It stars Zoe Lister-Jones, who also directed the film. You might know her from the CBS show Life in Pieces, and also stars Adam Pally, who I know most from The Mini Project. They play Anna and Ben, who are navigating through their 30s, married to each other, and they're in search of inspiration, and they're getting kind of desperate.
I was thinking...
Oh, do you wanna?
No, I was thinking we ordered Papa John's.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The sensation I get from sex and the sensation I get from eating pizza, it's like interchangeable for me at this point.
Their marriage is also in a rut. They bicker all the time, and they bicker about all the small things and also the big things.
Let's make a list of our top 10 fights of all time. Dishes is big, obviously. That's a big one.
But I think you can be a little judgmental.
You being lazy.
Okay, you're uptight.
You're distracted.
Now, this is the premise to a lot of romantic comedies, but the thing that Band-Aid does differently is it centers around a unique way for the couple to rebuild the relationship, and that's through music.
Where do you think we go from here?
I don't know.
What if we turned all our fights into songs? Let's start a band.
Now, though their solution to the problems is centered around music, the songs and the music are just an aspect of the movie and not the main course.
Play a song.
I'm in normal for your mood! This is what it means to be a dude!
The problem I had with this movie is that it's too dark and too moody through the entire thing. It genuinely depressed me as a non-married man, wondering whether or not marriage could turn into something as despondent as this and whether it was worth it.
I spent my childhood trying to save my parents' marriage. I don't want to spend my adulthood trying to save yours.
Now, don't get me wrong, even though this movie is dark and moody through most of it, there are some lighthearted, sarcastic, funny moments. Not only that, but Fred Armisen is also their sex addict neighbor who they invite over to play drums with them after they start their, angry argument band.
Great, neighbor.
Hi, Dave.
I was in a band myself.
Oh yeah, what was it called?
The band was called Myself. It was a sort of solo percussive group. Marimba, conga, bongo, timbale.
He brings a weird, awkward Portlandia feel to his character, which is actually pretty funny, and it made me laugh a couple times out loud, but it seemed like his character didn't fit in the realm of this movie. It felt like his character should have been in another movie. I also like the messaging that was in the movie, like, get out there and create. Find something that you like to do, kind of adds meaning to your life so that you're getting up every day, you're not slothing around. Also that your self-worth is what you make of it, and share the moments of success and failure with the people that you love. Because before Ben and Anne came up with this creative way to, write their arguments and make them into songs, they would just work remedial jobs, come home, and they had nothing better to do than just bicker at each other. They had really no real meaning to their life. Now, saying all that, Band-Aid was a very interesting take on, the struggle of marriage and relationships, and a fun idea of how to deal with your problems. But in the end, it was still way too depressing for me. Even when they find this creative solution as to how to deal with their problems, they still continue to bicker and fight. At some point during the movie, it seems like their marriage is on the upswing. Ben is doing the dishes, and they're able to talk more honestly about an underlying problem that they had, which is a miscarriage that they had in the past that they never bring up.
I've never seen you two like this.
However, at the end of this film, I'm seriously still left doubting whether or not these two can last for a long period of time, even with their temporary fix. This is because at the beginning of the movie, throughout the whole movie, it's depressing and it's sad, and these problems that they have do not seem fixable, especially with these two characters. And instead of leaving me enlightened and positive for the future, which is what I assume this movie is trying to do, it left me sad. Now for my final score, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. I do enjoy the cool idea that this movie came up with. I mean, it definitely is a very creative idea, no pun intended. But in the end, unless you want to watch just a dark, moody, sad story about how marriage doesn't work for a lot of people, you should probably avoid this movie. Well, this is Ken for Black and Yellow Movies, and that's my review for Band-Aid. If you like independent and foreign films, please give us a subscribe and like us on Facebook. See you guys next time.
It's one dish.
One dish.
You happen to be quite the dish Nazi, I might add. When did you, everything is like, this is not clean.
That's super offensive, because I come from a long line of Holocaust survivors.
How could there be a long line of Holocaust survivors?